Okay, what?
Think it's live.
You think?
Well, I don't know what the hell I'm doing up here.
I'm almost cut off.
I know. I'm working my magic. There's no one here. It's okay. We're not that famous.
You can see stuff on here though, right?
If I pull it up.
Live on the phone. We've never done this. Why wouldn't you pull it up?
Shut up.
Can you tell if anyone's there?
No. Can you not see that far? The one person just joined. You can see distance, right?
Yeah, I could see that far.
Do you see the one?
Yeah.
That's one
The
person.
little person?
Yeah,
I
that's
could see
one
that.
person.
Who are they? What have they done? Who are you?
We are gonna have to talk loud because
We haven't been live in a long time, so we're just trying this phone thing where we're waiting for some other equipment like usual.
yeah, stupid. We have 15.
Crazy. If anybody knows anything about microphone cables, let us know.
Yeah, that's a very
We apparently don't.
niche subject.
We were getting like a lot of back-fed noise and stuff when we were live, so we decided not to do it. Plus some other things been going on. So
That's not what happened at all, and you know it.
yeah, that's true. I mean,
We had to journey over to Norwegian waters for
Well,
the
it
butter
actually-
sculpting.
it actually started that day. I remember it well.
Yeah.
I just went to the grocery store to get a
Okay.
few things.
Oh,
I stopped in this lady on a little motorized cart because you know those are a thing now everywhere.
Right.
These motorized. She needed me to get something off a high shelf, right?
yeah.
So I got that. We started chatting. She seemed like a completely normal lady. So I followed her out to the car. She asked me if I could help her get some stuff in the trunk, right? So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, little lady, it's fine. I got
Right.
a little time here. I can help. I was on my way out anyway. So I go out to the car with her. Next thing I know, I'm putting stuff in her trunk. Next thing I know, a van pulls up. I'm in the back of a van now. They put a thing over my head. I had no idea where we were going.
Yeah.
So that's where.
Well, next
things
thing I
got
know
bad.
is we got the call, and we had to travel to Norwegian waters to a super yacht owned by who knows.
You guys are trying to figure out where I'm at.
Right, exactly. I remember hearing the news of your disappearance, and there was cameras capturing it, and so we saw the video of you getting thrown in the van.
They sent it to you, didn't they?
Yeah, and they said come to these coordinates now. And so it was about 2 weeks later we finally got to the Norwegian waters, and we were just on this yacht, and something to do with butter sculpting or something like that.
Mm-hmm. They heard something that I was involved in that, and there was some kind of big competition coming up, I guess, in Asia.
Well, but it was at some type of like underground competition,
Facility.
right?
That's all I remember. I woke up. I was in this dark room. I got the thing over my head. I didn't know how long I was out. They must have shot something into me, something I don't know.
Right.
So I'm in this dark room. There's musty smelling. I had no idea. It felt like almost like dirt floors. I had my hands were behind my back, of course, and at that point, I'm just fearing for my life.
Of course,
I didn't know what was
everyone
going
would
on.
be.
No one had mentioned the tournament of the butter sculpting thing to me yet. So here I am. I had no idea where I was. It was dark. Didn't even have there was no concept of time at that point. I didn't
Right,
know how
yeah.
long I was out, what day it was, where I'm at. So, scary deal. Right?
Yeah,
what do you do in a
anyone's
situation
gonna be
like
scared
that?
like that. Well, I remember when we flew over, because we flew over to the Norwegian waters, but to get to the waters, we had to fly to Norway. So we get to Norway, we get to the airport, we took a normal flight over there, but when we got to the airport, we had these guys, they came up to us and they said, you need to come with us, in Norwegian accent. So we're like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what this is. So they took us to a similar place like that, and they were just talking to us. But it was really weird because it was super normal conversations. Like, it was just things like, so how's your day going? How was the flight? Things like that. And we were really weirded out because, you've been kidnapped, and now we're asking how our day was. And it's like, well, I don't know. Where's the guy, And next thing we know, they're like, okay, well, we're going to take you out to this boat, but first you have to complete an obstacle course. And so I was like, well,
Which,
why?
how weird is that?
Right. Well, it turns out there was another competition going on, which had to do with obstacle courses.
Oh, yeah.
And so they wanted me to complete that, which I did. I won, which my prize was...
So that gave you the way over to where
Exactly,
I was.
yeah, that was the prize. So once we got the prize, they took us on this smaller boat. Still impressive. It was still a yacht, I'd say. And they took us out to this super yacht, probably, I don't know, $500 million boat.
Mm.
And yeah, that's...
So sometime within that time frame is when they actually, because I'm calling out, hey, is anybody here? I couldn't see.
Yeah, right.
I hadn't heard any voices or any sounds. It was total darkness, just total quiet, you know.
Yeah.
So I hadn't heard anything. What I assumed was days. You know, I'm hungry, obviously, thirsty. I'm wondering what's going on, a little scared. You know,
now, did you have any idea you were overseas?
No, I had
Not
no
in the
idea
States
at all
anymore?
where I was. I mean, then after I assumed to be like 3 days. I heard someone come in through a door. It sounded like a steel door closing. Someone finally spoke. They said, Mr. Guy. And it was kind of a little bit of an accent. Still to this day, don't even know what accent it was. But, you know, I had to kind of fight to even understand it. But so then I said, hey, I'm here. What's going on? You know, what have you done here? Why am I here?
Right.
And they said, well, sorry, Mr. Guy, for the inconvenience. And they said, do you remember a few months back getting a notification that you were invited to a butter sculpting competition? I said, well, vaguely I remember that. They said, well, we didn't, you never responded, and we needed you for this.
Yeah.
So at that time, I kind of put it together and realized I said, can you take the hood off? They said, yeah. So they took the hood off. They asked if I was willing to do this now. They went to all this trouble to set this thing up, and I said, sure. I mean, I'm here. I don't appreciate the way I got here.
Yeah, no one
I mean, I asked them what day it was, and it turned out it was actually 4 days later.
Wow. Yeah.
So, anyways, they had already pre-entered me into this contest and everything. So, then from then on, it was like night and day. I mean, they were really super friendly. They took me. It was like a basement, but it was more like a cellar, I guess, because when they let me come out, I was passing like a wine area and stuff where they had.
Okay.
And then it led up the stairs, and it was just like nothing I would have. I thought maybe I was like in the middle of nowhere in like a barn or something or in an abandoned house, but it was a mansion. I mean, this place was amazing.
Yeah, okay.
So they took me up there, and it was completely different. Then they treated me great. I mean, everything I could eat. You know, I had. I mean, the room they put me in was gorgeous. Of course, they didn't restrain me or anything after that. Once I agreed, I signed this contract to go into the butter sculpting competition.
Okay.
My name was on there in the registry and stuff. I signed up, and I mean, it was limos everywhere I wanted to go. It was just, you know. So then I get there, I compete, you know, and I ended up, I was a little worried because I got second place. So I thought, these guys went to a lot of trouble and expense to do this, but they were more than happy with that. I mean, that was great so it worked out. I got second place in that, and I mean, they flew me back home later the next day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep, we flew home together.
So that's kind of what's been going on.
Yeah, so we apologize for no lives, but yeah, that's kind of how it went down.
It was like a 2-week ordeal by the time it got.
And it threw us off, you know, with videos and everything. We had to catch back up on our content and really make sure that we were still pumping out the same amount.
So yeah. Then I've had some other events here.
Smaller, but
Jeep things that we went to promote some stuff for that, and you've had a few things you went and done. So kind of getting back on track now. We're going to try to hopefully start going live, and I guess I got to keep more of an eye out for messages or for little old ladies in motorized cars. Apparently.
Yeah, I wonder what her connection to what that all was then.
I never heard anything.
She was probably the grandma of one of them or something.
Could have been, or just someone they hired. I don't know what happened there.
Kind of weird.
What's been going on with you other than, I mean?
Well, I ran halfway around the world.
Right, I heard that.
It was actually only 40 miles. It wasn't too far.
That's a long ways, though.
Yeah.
40 miles.
Yeah, I ran that. My leg broke. Not really. It hurt.
It hurts.
It hurt, but we can say it broke because it sounds more dramatic.
Yeah.
And
I remember, I think on the last live, we were talking that was an upcoming thing we were going to do. So that happened too. So
that was months ago now.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And you got another one you're thinking about doing also?
Possibly next year. Yeah, when I can train for it more. Only problem with that is I drop weight and I feel scrawny.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Did anybody comment or anything? Questions? Or...
Someone said, turns out Squid Game is real. You guys are not boring. Okay.
Well, that's a good thing.
They said they can confirm what we've been speaking about.
Yes.
Of course. Your dad is the YouTube comedy king. Well, he's right here for one, for two. What the hell?
Thanks.
What about me? I'm pretty funny too. Okay. And someone said, keep on coming. well,
Cool.
So I have a question for you. How do you come up with so many video ideas? Because, I don't know, we post like 4 videos.
Man,
every
we just
minute.
all kind of work together, and stuff that's in our heads. We sometimes randomly we'll be doing some other videos, and then like, why aren't we doing this? Why don't we do this? So we just
Yeah.
try it. We got some upcoming things that are going to be original.
And strange, of course.
strange.
Because that's what we do, is strange, weird.
We're always thinking of
crap.
stuff, and we try to take like dad jokes you've heard for years. Everybody's told. I mean, some people are like, they stole that. Well, no, that's
we
been
did it
around
better,
forever.
though, so.
And we'll take it and we'll try to turn it into a skit, of course. So
Yeah.
make it kind of more interesting than just sitting there telling a monotone joke, I guess. Turn it into something more visual.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just wanted to pop on here a few minutes.
Someone said thank you for teaching me how to do abs on the Smith machine.
Okay. Huh? Who said that?
Maybe at the gym.
Oh, you know what? I was doing, maybe it's a guy that, it was a while back, but I was doing that weird exercise where you're laying down.
Oh, and you lift your
You're-
legs,
yeah,
push
you're
it up
pushing
that
up.
way.
Yeah. I bet it was that guy. Yeah.
Probably.
He come over and said, he was asking me about that and stuff. And I say, yeah, it looks really weird, which it does. I know
It
you
does
made
look
fun
weird,
of me.
but it
Yeah.
works.
You look in the mirror and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird looking, but it's basically kind of like doing a leg raise, only you're able to add more resistance to it. It works your lower abs and stuff. So
Yeah. Correct.
I bet it was that guy. That's that guy? Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome. You still doing it? I don't think I've seen that guy in a while, so at the gym, but yeah.
You're going to
it's
start giving
definitely-
more workout advice out?
Well, we were just talking about that earlier about starting an account on, are we allowed to say other platforms on here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Starting an account on a different platform for an exclusive workout account. Because I am 52 and I work out a lot, I might as well. I get a lot of questions at the gym or even on here about, well, what do you do for this? What do you do for that? And it's really not the platform to talk about that, I guess, because we kind of stick to the niche we're in. So maybe we'll make we are going to make an actual workout platform.
In the home gym.
In the home gym.
In the home gym.
So we got to get
a home gym.
Some more equipment.
Completed.
We got some stuff, but we're gonna. The reason I even go to the gym is just because I don't have enough stuff here. Otherwise, I would probably work out here all the time. So
yeah, because it gets kind of time consuming. I've
45-minute drive for me.
Right.
Both ways, uphill both ways. So
uphill both ways.
Yeah. So
that's pretty crazy.
Take some time out of my day where I could be doing other stuff. So I think that we're looking right now for someone to actually come on board with us. Send us some equipment and we'll give them something back in return.
Partnership, essentially. Yeah.
We have some, like I said, we got some good stuff, but we need more. We mainly like leg machines, so you guys stop making fun of my legs. So.
Someone said, do you do meet and greet? Well, we should try to find a creator event and go do a meet and greet.
If we could find somewhere to get enough people together, kind of a...
Yeah, but we don't want to go to some library and then have like
right.
one guy show up.
How many people are really
I'm
there?
Your biggest fan!
I was at an event in Lake of the Ozarks, a Jeep thing to raise money for veterans, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a meet and greet in a way. I had selfies with people walking up and talking to me. That was really cool. I'm really approachable. I'm just me. I'm nobody special, but I mean, so if you see me out somewhere, come up and say hi. I'd be glad to talk to you.
Right.
It's cool. I mean, it's you guys that make this happen. Really, it's not me. It's you guys.
I've actually designed a bunch of bots to watch our stuff. These people aren't real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you see me out somewhere, feel free. Come on up and say hi. We can chit chat or whatever. That's cool. So, yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
Any other questions?
Well, that guy that you helped with the Smith machine, he said he moved back to Springdale, but he's going to move back here.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I thought it'd been a while since I saw him. So yeah, you just basically on a Smith machine, if you guys are familiar with that, you lay down on the bench and you put your heels up on the bar and then you start out with a low weight, but you basically just raise your hips up. It only takes like 5 or 6 inches and you really hit those lower abs. And then as you progress, you can add more and more weight and basically overload it more than if you did leg raises easier. I know when I do leg raises, I put like a 25-pound dumbbell between my feet and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
but you're only going to be able to hold so much between your feet.
yeah.
So this
Strengthen your
enables you
feet
to
muscles.
overload your lower abs. I mean, you're putting weight on the bar and then just lifting up with your hips.
Yeah, you don't
And
have to
you really
hold it with
feel
your
that.
feet.
Bend your knees a little bit to save your back, and
Yeah.
you can really feel that in your lower abs. So,
Hi, when did you start your YouTube channel?
like 2 years.
Yeah, August 20th of 2022.
Yeah.
So about 2 years now.
It's up. I mean, it took us a long time. We were just posting and posting, trying to figure this all out, and really didn't start getting any momentum
Till
for about a year.
And
8 months, 9 months.
this is about 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 months.
And it's such an up and down thing. I mean, people think, oh, well, look at this. But we might have 1 month that's just crazy good, and then the next month is average, or it just up and down. There's no stability really in how it performs, I guess. For us, I don't know if it's that way for everybody.
So I've got a question for you, and you don't have to answer it because it's a different type of question. But a quick question: what do I do if my cousin is pregnant? I may or may not be the father. The father might be my father or my brother. Would we raise it as if it has 3 fathers?
Is this a serious question?
I don't know.
Well, so
Take it away.
If it's possible that all 3 of you are, then I guess you want to get a paternity test. Is that
Whatever they're called, I don't know.
A test to make sure and go from there. Maybe if this is a serious question, I would question the girl probably. I mean, you're always going to have to worry about your dad and stuff, maybe, but I don't think that's a serious question. But
I don't either.
if it is, then
There's your advice for you.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Call it.
Sure. So thanks. We're gonna, like we said, we're looking into these stupid cables so we can do a better live, but this is our option for right now. The technical side of this stuff is just ridiculous sometimes, but
And he doesn't know how to do anything on computers.
so it's up to him.
Yeah.
So
Don't blame
he's the
me
one
completely,
failing. But anyways, thanks for joining in, and we'll be back.
I have to end it from my phone, I guess.
You do?
Can't end it here.
All right.
All right,
Thanks.
folks.
Have a good day.
How do I even end this thing? That?